Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to talk about 4 distinct mounts that you can obtain in the War Within, and each of these is attached to each zone within the War Within, and they are attached mainly to rares that you farm there, but there's a bit of process to each of them. The first one we're going to talk about is Beledar. Beledar is basically a mount that you can obtain by defeating a boss called Beledar. So you get a mount called Beledar spawn, and you get it by defeating Beledar. Now Beledar will only spawn as a mount during the nighttime hours of the zone. So it has a rare chance to drop, around about 3 to 5%. It spawns when the crystal in the sky turns to shadow. It has a daily limit attempt on it. Other than that, it's very straightforward. In terms of trying to find the mount, it can spawn every couple of areas. So it doesn't spawn in one set location. Basically, buying the item at Renown rank 23 with the Halifal faction called the Beledar's Attunement will show you the location of the rare as it spawns. He spawns every 3 hours and lasts for around 30 minutes. He's not the hardest grind, but he is definitely, someone you got to actively go out and search. It's probably the easiest one here. The next one is Ariana, or I'm going to pronounce that one terribly incorrect, but the next one is Arunia, and basically she is a mount that you can obtain by, or Alunira, thank you, by trading in crackling shards. Now, crackling shards is a very special item, a very special purple item that only drops from mobs on the Isle of Dawn. This is going to take you a lot of farming. The mobs that you need to kill ranges in the area, depending on how lucky you get, honestly, to around, some people have stated 5,000, others have stated 8,000. You need to kill a lot of mobs. Now, certain areas are great for this. I'm in a cave where one of these areas is, where essentially mobs spawn every single couple of seconds. But basically, you need to kill a lot of mobs. And as you defeat the mobs, you will find what's called a crackling shard on each and every single mob. As you go. It apparently has diminishing drop rates, so the more you kill, the faster you'll start to farm them as you get going, and the gaps between them should start to close. The cave where I am is here, but it's very crowded right now, so try and find your own farming spot. Once you have all 10 shards, you have to head to this point, Dar Oztan. It's a special point out at 2358 in the Isle of Dawn. You can activate the 10 shards. It will create a storm vessel, and then activating the storm vessel will summon Alunira. This will make her vulnerable. Alunira, I believe, is a guaranteed drop from this mount. So once you do have it, you should be able to get the mount immediately upon defeating Alunira, which is pretty cool. The next mount is the Regurgitated Mole. The Regurgitated Mole, or, well, that's not really the mount, but I mean, the Regurgitated Mole Reigns basically teaches you how to summon old Mole Rufus. There are 5 levers that need to be pulled within 10 seconds of each other. I'll leave all their locations and ways down in the description of the video. I'm showing you them here. They're the little green dots on the map. But once you pull all of these levers, you have 10 seconds to pull all of them. So your easiest method is to join a Discord or a group or a pug group, or organize with your friends. The levers aren't all spawned at the same time. If someone tries to pull it and fails, there will be a respawn timer on the lever. So it's very important that if you are going to do this, your friends and you may need to set up a little bit beforehand. You may have to set up 10 or 15 minutes beforehand to make sure that you're all there to obviously hit the levers as they spawn in. Once it does spawn in, you will then be able to take on the Lurker of the Deeps. The Lurker of the Deeps will spawn all the way. He will guarantee spawn a zone-wide announcement will be made. He will spawn near the waterfall. Now, it's not a guaranteed drop. It's around about 4%. It is a pretty cool mount. I believe it's the only star-nosed mole mount that we have in the game. It is really quite cool. The thing is, it's a hell of a grind, because obviously there's a lot of organization to it. It's something you may casually have pop up to you while you're in the zone, but of course it is a bit of a grind. You have to know what you're doing, organize it, and it's best to probably join a Discord or a guild, or to organize if you have enough friends amongst yourselves. It is a very coordinated mount to get. And then finally, the last one, which I've already done a video on, is Siesbarg. Now, because I've done a video specifically on him due to the nature of his questline, I will just leave it in the top right hand corner. But the thing with Siesbarg is you have to take on the rare. This rare has like a 7-hour spawn timer, and you have to camp it. Once you take out the rare, farming the materials is long, but at least it's guaranteed, like you will be able to do it. The rare has a 74% chance to drop the quest item as well, so if you're really unlucky, you may have to farm him twice. But yeah, because of obviously the fact that I've covered him, I will leave a link to that in the video, as it's a little bit more in depth on how to get him. But that's that. That is all the cool mounts, one per each zone. Really cool. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.